Welcome back, everybody. I'm the old man. That's Peter. We're gonna go ahead and do some more leveling. Gonna get another level, and hopefully, that will help us in. I'm hoping that will help us in the ice cave. I don't know if it will, but I'm hoping that it will. It will. So we've got a kind of a grindy video today. Of course, I don't know. You watch me die through two whole videos, and previous videos. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you other than thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Tell your friends. Not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm kind of between series right now in terms of what I've recorded. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna want to do. Got some stuff on the PS4 that shows some promise, but and then there's some, some older games that I'd like that are still on schedule. Still wanted to do Shatterhand. I feel like I kind of have to do Shatterhand to complete my little unofficial trilogy of NES dystopian action games. But we'll see. I don't know. What would you like to see? Leave in the comments. I don't get a lot of comments, except for like a couple of guys that, I know personally that watch my videos. And I appreciate it. Thanks, Doug and Nathan, because I know you guys watch the Final Fantasy ones. Thank you. Shout out to them. Leave in the comments if you have any game that you would like to see me do. And if I have access to it and can do it, then I'll do it. Unless I hate that particular game, then I won't do it. So, yeah, I guess I was saying reserve the right to not do the thing. Oh, well. So this is gonna, I don't know how long this video is gonna be of me just flying around the river, killing things. I'll probably get out of the ice cave and then die in the river like usual. Like that one time when I got out of the earth cave and then died from stun locking on the plains on just a normal encounter. Wasn't that awesome? Yeah, it was so awesome. Man, I might even have to go back to town again and like stock up on things. Well, if I go below 50 heals, I'll do that. But I don't think I will. You never know. Things can go south here pretty quick. So what other shows am I watching? What else am I doing lately? Pretty much all the same stuff. Shows. Haven't really watched many shows. I said Daredevil in the last couple of videos or whatever. And the second season of Kimmy Schmidt's coming out, and I like that. I like the first season, so I'll be watching the second season. And there's no new Doctor Who this year, which stinks, which I already talked about. And haven't really been playing any games. I finished Fallout 4 a while back, and that was fun. And now I've just kind of been picking at other things. Haven't really been sitting down and really have anything that I'm gonna play. Other than that, I got some free games on PlayStation Plus, but I do have to say PlayStation Plus I think is excuse me. Oh my gosh, come on. PlayStation Plus I think I might die here. That really pisses me off. Hey, alright, okay. Well, maybe we'll be good then. What was I gonna say? PlayStation Plus, not as good. I don't think the games are nearly as strong. And you know what? We are gonna go back and refill heals, because I don't want to have... And I'm trying to get this level anyway, so... It'll be fine. The games for PlayStation Plus are not as strong, not even remotely, in my opinion, as strong as like some of the Xbox games that they're offering on Xbox One. And it's really unfortunate because, you know, there's so much stuff that I would, if PlayStation would have made it available on the PlayStation 4, I would totally buy it, like, immediately. Like, why isn't there PS1 classics on the PlayStation Store for PlayStation 4? That should be easy. And I would, you know, I've already bought some, so I would play them, and I would probably buy more. And I do have some of the PS2 classics, which is cool. But it's not as good as not as good as just true backward compatibility. I have to say, even though I chose PlayStation, I'm really, really jealous of backwards compatibility because it seems like such a no-brainer for anything. And I think PlayStation's PlayStation Now service is terrible. Like, it is. I mean, I understand what they're going for, and they don't want to do backwards compatibility because they want people to do the PlayStation Now, which is awful. It's a streaming service where you can play PS3 games streaming for a subscription fee, and I think you pay per game on top of that. And it's all, like, why? I mean, especially if you've already had those games and already played those games. Hey, alright, that was a pretty good level up. If you already have those games and have already played those games, there's no real reason to go back and do that. I mean, when they could have just put in true backwards compatibility. So that is my rant on PlayStation. And it's very unfortunate that they've chosen to do things like they have, my opinion. Hey, maybe if we're lucky, we can get a third level. So go back to town. We'll get more heal potions, and then we will throw myself into the ice cave a few more times, and then call it a day. Maybe once or twice. Probably won't get it because it's just, I don't know, just not working for me. Might want a power cycle too, but that doesn't ever seem to help. So all the times that I power cycle before. You know what? Let's just take these guys out for wasting my time. Just for getting in my way. Just for that, you guys are gonna die. I will say I do like, you know, the library of PlayStation 4. I'm, you know, very indie friendly, and I appreciate that. That's good. Overall, I'm happy with PlayStation 4. I just think, you know, they really excuse me. They really screwed up in terms of backwards compatibility. And their offerings for PlayStation Plus are just not as good. Just straight up not as good. I mean, we should be getting a lot better games at this point. But, ain't nobody listen to me, so I guess it'll just be what it is. Really? Right before town? Really? Yeah, at least he ran away. And I ran away. Alright, let's go fill back up on heal potions, because heaven forbid we just have the heal potions, right? We can't handle that. Like I said, when I get the defense sword, that casts Ruse, and what Ruse does is ups your evasion, and if you ruse twice because it stacks, you'll pretty much be immune to any damage except criticals. So you can use that a lot of times, and then use that heal staff over and over and again, and heal yourself for free in a battle. So what you do, especially if you have a big group of people, enemies. My throat's dry for some reason. If you have a big group of enemies, pick off all but one of them, and then ruse twice, and then he can't hit you really, and then you just heal yourself up, and when you're done, you know, you defeat him and you save on all those heal potions. And so that we will be using that later. Once I get, like I said, once I get the thank goodness, once I get the defense sword. And I think I can't remember if the knight can use ruse or not. Because I know the red wizard can. I'm not sure if the knight can. But that is the cool thing, is all the buffs in this game stack. So if you use like fast twice, it would stack. If you use temper or whatever the one that is that ups your damage, it would stack. So sometimes, depending on what the boss is, it's a good idea to just go through and buff yourself up a little bit before you start killing them. Alright. There, got that saved. Now back out to the cave, and hopefully those couple of levels have made a little bit of a difference in terms of encounters and excuse me, encounters, and maybe even paralyze landing or not landing, which would be nice if it did not land. That's what we want. We want it to not land. See if I can take that odd eye out. Nope. Haha, ineffective. And it didn't last that long, too. Maybe that could be good. That'd be good for this particular run. Back into the river. Kill the whatever these are. Caribbees? What's a caribee? I don't know. If anybody fishes, you should tell me what a caribee is. I like to fish. In terms of going out with a pole on a lake somewhere and just sort of hanging out with friends and having drinks and not alcohol, because I don't like alcohol, but having can I just run from this one? I kind of just want to run from this one. In terms of having, drinking sodas and yeah, I don't think I want to go that way. No, I do want to go that way. I was just over here. How do I not know? Anyway, hanging out and just chilling, and that part of fishing is fun, and the casting your line and stuff and reeling it back, and it can be really relaxing. I just don't want to actually catch any fish, which is kind of the point of fishing. You know what? Let's see if I can save on that until I get to the actual cave mouth. Because I don't want to touch the fish. I think fish are slimy and gross, and I don't eat them, and I don't want to touch them. And so if I were to catch a fish, that would put me in the awful position of having to touch an actual fish to take him off the line. And I just don't want to do that. I just don't. I would rather hang out with my friends and fish and not catch any fish whatsoever. Just be out in a boat, talking and casting our lines out. And not bother with any bait. For me, I mean, the other guys can catch stuff, but I'm not going to catch stuff. I remember a time or two that I've caught a fish and had to actually deal with the fish, and it's just, oh, yuck. Just gross. Well, you're not much of a man, are you? Sure. If that's a measure of a man, then yeah, I guess I'm not much of a man. And I don't care. Because seriously, fish are slimy and gross. Alright, we wasted a lot of time. Let's cabin up here. Depending on how this run goes, I might cut this a little bit short. Definitely gonna power cycle. Well, not this time, but... Well, here we go. If I die 2 steps into the cave, I'll obviously give it another run, but if I get far... if I get far, I won't do another one. We'll just make this a... We'll make this a short video. And, oh my word, ice cave. But I will say that when you're outside of the ice cave... Alrighty. When you're outside of the ice cave, with the floater in your hand, it's a good feeling. But instead, we're going to get stun-locked. Because that is life. Oh, we're not going to get stun-locked. Okay, we're just going to get our rear ends chewed out. That's okay, we got plenty of heals. I went and restocked heals for just that purpose. And how in the world am I have not seen one stinking... I've not seen one stinking Frost Dragon this entire run. Usually it's lousy with them. Lousy with them. With the Frost Giants and the Frost Wolves. It's lousy with them, but haven't seen one single Frost Dragon this entire time. Which I guess is good, but it's just all this crap. All the time. Images. Oh, Well, hey, at least he got out of there. I will be very surprised if I make it through here. Wow, okay. I'll be very surprised if I make it through here. Still, because just luck doesn't seem to be our lady tonight. Luck seems to be a really agitated customer at my store complaining about something that she got 3 years ago that, yeah, then there we go. Complaining about something that she got 3 years ago and didn't work. Anyway, I'll see you later. We'll do some more Ice Cave. Later, y'all.